So you're thinking about retirement, and this huge question pops up all the time. Can I actually start taking my Social Security benefits early, but, keep working? It really sounds like getting the best of both worlds. But the reality is, well, it's a little more complicated than that. Let's break down exactly how this works. Picture it. You're in your early 60s, you're still enjoying your job, making good money, but man, it's tempting to start tapping into those Social Security benefits you've been paying into for decades. So, can you do it? The short answer is yeah, you totally can. But, and this is a big but, there's a really critical rule you have to know about. It's called the earnings test. All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The 2026 earnings test. It sounds a little intimidating, but it's pretty straightforward once you see the numbers. Okay, for 2026, if you haven't hit your full retirement age yet, there's a magic number you need to burn into your brain, $24,480. If you earn less than that from working, you're golden, no problem. But what happens if you make more? Here's how it breaks down. For every $2 you earn above that limit, the Social Security Administration holds back $1 from your benefit checks. Now, I want you to pay close attention to that word withholds. It's not takes, it's not taxes, it's withhold. And trust me, that distinction is everything, and we are definitely coming back to it. But wait, it gets better. In the actual year that you reach your full retirement age, the rules get a lot more generous. That earnings limit jumps way up to $65,160. And the withholding rate gets better too. It's just $1 for every $3 you earn over the limit. And this higher limit only applies to the months before your birthday. The moment you hit your full retirement age, poof, the test completely disappears. You can earn as much as you want with no penalty. Okay, so we know there's a limit. But what kind of income are we even talking about here? This is where a lot of people get tripped up, and it's a super crucial detail. Now, this is probably one of the most important slides we're going to look at, so lean in. If you're a regular W-2 employee, the SSA looks at your gross wages. That's the top line number before taxes, health insurance, 401k contributions, anything. But if you're self-employed, they look at your net earnings. That's your profit after you've deducted all your legitimate business expenses. That is a huge difference, and it can completely change your strategy. And now for the really good news. You can breathe a sigh of relief because the earnings test only applies to money you get from working. That means all your other income streams are completely safe. We're talking pensions, IRA or 401k withdrawals, investment income, interest, capital gains. None of that counts. Your retirement savings are totally shielded from this rule. All right, this is where things get interesting. People are always looking for clever workarounds to stay under that earnings limit, right? And one idea comes up a lot. It sounds almost too good to be true. So you're self-employed, right? And you're getting close to that earnings limit. A light bulb goes off. Hey, what if I just tell my client to pay that $10,000 invoice directly to a charity I support instead of paying me? The money never touches your bank account, you do good for a cause you care about, and you stay under the limit. It sounds brilliant, doesn't it? A perfect win-win-win. But is it legal? Yeah, about that brilliant idea, there's a little legal reality we need to talk about. It's a myth for a reason. It all comes down to something called the assignment of income doctrine. Now, it sounds complicated and fancy, but the idea is actually super simple. It basically says that the person who earns the money is responsible for the income. You can't just redirect your paycheck to someone else or some other organization to avoid the consequences. The law is crystal clear on this. The person who performs the work is the person who earns the income. Legally speaking, that money is considered yours, even if it's just for a split second, before you decide what to do with it, like donating it. So what's the bottom line here? The government, both the Social Security Administration and the IRS, has a term for this. They say you have constructively received the income. It's a fancy way of saying, nice try, but that income is still yours. It counts towards your earnings limit. So, sorry, no loophole here. Okay, so that clever workaround is a bust. But don't worry, because this next part is the real story. This is the part that almost everyone misses, and it changes everything. And I cannot stress this enough. Any benefits that get withheld because you earned too much, they are not gone forever. You get every single penny back. The Social Security Administration keeps meticulous track of it for you. It's not a penalty, it's a deferral. Here's exactly how it works. Think of it like this. Step 1, you're working, you're earning, and some of your benefits get put on hold. Then, step 2, You hit that magic milestone, your full retirement age. That's when the SSA goes to work. They pull up your record, they see all those months where benefits were withheld, and then they permanently increased your monthly payment for the rest of your life to make up for it. Let me put it another way, because this is the key. For every 12 months worth of benefits they held back, the SSA recalculates your benefits as if you had just waited another full year to file in the first place. So if you claimed at 62, but they held back a full year of benefits, when you hit your FRA, your new payment will be recalculated as if you claimed at 63. It essentially erases the early filing reduction for that period of time. See? That just completely flips the script, doesn't it? We start out thinking this earnings test is some kind of awful penalty, something to be avoided at all costs. But when you see how it all plays out, is it really a penalty? Or is it more like a forced savings plan, an automatic investment you're making in a bigger, more secure monthly check for the rest of your life? Now that is a powerful way to look at it.